All right, so let's talk about sugar cravings and over snacking. That is a very common issue and it's a pretty easy one to solve. It just takes a little bit of time and some effort in the very beginning. So, what we're doing is we are reacting to very strong urges and impulses that our body's creating for us in reaction to lack of sleep, stress, not getting enough minerals in our body. So those are urges that our body is telling us, these signals we're getting to eat sugar. We need quick energy. We need more minerals. So we're craving salt and fats. We're stressed out. And so our body wants a full belly. Those are all things that are very real. So to try to fight them is not really a good idea. We can, and in the moment, sometimes we can, but in the long run, we're not going to win that battle. So you may feel a little out of control and like you just have no willpower, but we'll start by saying it is not your fault. And even if you're getting started and you're just feeling like, man, I can't make this happen, I can't stop these urges, just remember, it's not your fault. So we're taking some time to address those barriers and de-stress, get more sleep, and regulate our hormones and our reactions, our blood sugar spikes, and find the nutrients we need to not have these cravings. So we don't have to fight them, we need to get rid of them. So if you're still feeling like you've got some issues with sugar and trying to say no, or those chips are calling you, or over snacking at night, don't worry, we can solve that. We'll just make a few big efforts in the beginning. You may have to feel like you are making some pretty big changes in the beginning and getting a little bit uncomfortable, but I promise that discomfort will go away and it will become second nature to you. So number one, we need to get more sleep. So if you're finding that you're not sleeping enough, the average person needs 7 to 9 hours of sleep. You may be somebody who feels good with less. That's just the average, and that's okay. But if you are struggling with these issues, maybe you do need more than you think. If you're a new mom and the baby's up all night, you can't control that. So what you can control is getting in naps, going to bed earlier, giving yourself a bedtime routine, just like we do with baby. And this is for anybody. We all need bedtime routines. That's why we give them to kids. So turning off the lights, the blue lights, the screens, probably about 30 minutes before you go to bed, minimum. Give yourself a routine. Turn off those blue lights. Maybe do your face care routine or read a book. Get your body realizing that it's winding down. That's the signal to release the hormone melatonin, which is what's going to help you fall into your sleep and stay there and have a nice healthy sleep. So we can definitely affect the quality of our sleep as well if we can't affect the quantity of our sleep. Having an alcoholic drink too close to bedtime is probably also going to interrupt a good sleep cycle and a good quality of sleep. So I would say 2 to 3 hours before you go to sleep, try not having any alcohol. Have some water and things like that to help calm you down too. The other thing to do is not have a big protein dense meal or snack right before you go to bed. So again, 2 to 3 hours, try to eat less high protein things. Your body is going to want to address that and digest, and it's not going to allow you to calm down enough to hit that deep sleep and that deep restorative sleep. So once we've got sleep under control and maybe we still have those urges, then it's starting to become what we call more of a habit than a real urge. And this is where you can really talk to yourself. And this is where we bring in that mindfulness that we're working on. So we want to have a conversation with ourselves. Essentially, we know what to do. We want to eat better foods, closer to nature. We want to drink more water, get active, eat when we're hungry, not wait till we're hangry. We all know what we need to do. We just need to figure out how to get ourselves to do it. And that's the issue. That's how you get in control of your own weight management. So when you hit a time when you're thinking, man, I really need some sugar right now, or I have my lunch and I always want some sugar after that, or maybe after dinner, and you're thinking, you know what, but I know that's going to throw me off, or I know I'm going to overeat it because I'm pretty addicted to sugar, or that's what you think, because you're probably not. It's probably more of a hormonal thing than you realize. So you get to this point where you really do want sugar. So let's talk to yourself. I want some sugar right now. Is that okay? Yeah, sugar is not bad. So maybe to satisfy that sweet craving, you can have some fruit or even a dark chocolate square, something that will fill that spot, but not just kind of throw you completely off your game. Not a big Snickers bar, not a bowl of ice cream. Have something small and sweet. Another thing that you can do is include something like sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are actually shown to decrease sugar cravings. So including a sweet potato in your meal might help with that after dinner, after lunch urge to have the sweet and the sugar. So let's say that maybe your issue is more of that mid-afternoon snack. You really want some chips or a cookie, or you're used to having a big grande latte with all the whipped cream and sugar in it. This is a time when you can stop and assess the situation. So think, am I actually hungry right now? Did I eat recently? If the answer is no, I haven't eaten for 3 hours. Give yourself a nutrient-dense snack. That's what your body needs, or a meal, right? So give yourself something that your body actually needs, and tell yourself, I don't need this cookie. What my body is asking for is nutrients. So feed it something nutrient dense. And I have that snack list for you, so you can check that out in the resources section. So then once you've had that nutrient dense snack, you can then reassess and say, do I still want this cookie or scone or big grande triple mochaccino? I don't actually. And then you can move on. Or, yeah, I still want that thing. Then have a reasonable piece of it. Have like a quarter of that cookie. I'm assuming it's one of those big ones because those are the ones I love. Have a piece of that cookie. Remember the 3-bite rule that's in our guidebook. Have a small cappuccino, right? Maybe without any sugar, or just a tiny bit of actual sugar, not that sweetener stuff, not like loading in the sweetener. Have a little bit of sugar in there, but not that big, huge whipped creamy sweet thing. And if that's really hard for you, have this small one and tell them like half the amount of sugar pumps, which is what I often do if I'm really craving something like that. So we've addressed that. So now let's address those after dinner snacks. So once you hit dinner and you still want to keep eating and eating and eating, or maybe you're a night owl and you stay up late and then you actually are hungry later, again, have that conversation. Am I hungry? If the answer is no, because you just ate, then tell yourself, you know what? My body is nourished. It doesn't need what it's asking for. So this is a impulse and a compulsion. Remind yourself that you are in control. You are the one making this choice. And tell yourself, you know what? I know that this won't make me feel good. It might taste good, but I'll wake up tomorrow thinking like, man, I wish I hadn't done that. So, and that's not a good feeling. So remind yourself, I get to wake up tomorrow knowing that I didn't make that choice. I was in control. I didn't go to bed hungry because I wasn't hungry. It wasn't satisfying that. So remind yourself, I'm in control. Take a breath, think through it. If you think, you know what, I still want this. I had a great day and I love having some ice cream after dinner. Find a way to have a great portion of it, just like we did with the cookie or the 3-bite rule. Have a reasonably sized pre-portioned little ice cream bar that's maybe under 200 calories. Have a scoop in a bowl. Portion it out so that it's an amount that you feel comfortable with. Again, so you don't wake up the next day thinking, man, what did I do? I ate an entire pint of ice cream. You grab the pint, you're gonna eat it. I mean, I do. So portion that out. So those are the ways that you can really work on those sugar cravings and those little things that keep tripping you up. It's about mindfulness, it's about remembering that you're in control, and it's about having a conversation with yourself. It's not, should I eat this? It's bad. Yes, I'm going to. I'm a grown adult. I can choose whatever I want. That's not a conversation. And that happens in a split second in your head. So you're not actually having that conversation. You just react, right? I'm a grown up. I'm having it. Have a conversation. What do I want? How do I want to feel? How is this going to affect my day? And if the answer is, you know what, I've had a great day. I got in a huge workout. I ate really consistently. I feel in control of this choice. Then you can do it. It's all about you and empowering yourself to understand how to take care of yourself. You and only you know how to take care of your body. And so this is empowering you to do that. Have conversations with yourself and make choices that feel good in the moment. Last thing, the other thing that I really like to add in is tell yourself, I'm going to do one healthy thing first. So if you're still having trouble and you know you don't want to eat the thing, but you're just really having trouble saying no, tell yourself, I don't have to say no. I'm going to do one healthy thing first. That could be drink that big glass of water because I know I'm not drinking enough water. Go for a walk around the block. Do a little 5-minute workout or a big workout. Then reassess. If you decide, yeah, I still want this, then you get to feel proud that you got this thing into your day that you wouldn't have gotten in. So you're using your treat to kind of help healthy up your day and help you make choices that are better and better and better for you. And again, you'll be more in control so you can have a better portion and you can feel good about that choice and not carry that guilt with you for the rest of the day into your other choices. All right. So those are my tips on sugar cravings and snacking. Let me know if you have any other questions, and I will talk to you soon.